In the previous episode, we defeated the twins and then also discovered that my character got all broken because I accidentally went into one of my other saved worlds, which had a bunch of bosses defeated. So I remade our character, as you could tell, because I only have 100 health. I'm actually not really sure, now that I think about it, how many heart crystals I got to use, which is a different thing entirely. But today we're going to try and killing Skeletron Prime. The thing with that is, though, it's going to be a short episode. I'm tired. I'm recovering from being at Busch Gardens, and my brain just ain't working. That's where we're at today. I haven't had time to make another post over here for the rest of our stuff, so if we defeat Skeletron Prime, it's just going to go over here, the relic. So what are we doing? We're going to first see how much health I can actually regain. I basically, what I did is I took my old character, dumped all this stuff in a couple chests here, including piggy bank stuff, right? Not that dumb, I remember that. Made a new character, put all this stuff, or grabbed all the stuff that was in those chests, and now that's where we're at. So we have to go like heart, oh no, it's life crystals, right? I only have 5, that's not great. Ew. Is that gonna give me not enough? You know what I'm gonna need to do? Oh, halfway there. I'm gonna need to get a spelunker potion, which I don't have any. Oh, you know what? I think what I'm missing is like something basic. I am missing moon glow. I can't even make them until I get moon glow. All right, let's head to the jungle and we'll start. Oh yeah, also my map is gonna be all ruined too. You know what? Oh my goodness, I also just realized that the spatial disc is gonna want to talk to me, isn't it? I already chose, by the way. It made me re-choose people. Yeah, so she's just gonna talk through all this. That's totally fine. You know what I think I might do is, no, I'm good, thanks. I might just skip through a bunch of this because she's gonna talk about all sorts of different bosses and whatnot that we've defeated. Because as you can see, you know, we've defeated up to the twins. So I'm gonna jump through this and then we're gonna go search for life crystals. All right, so this was for the twins, which I think I skipped over reading. Well, those mechanical facsimiles are dead. We're not raiding boss monsters or anything, but I'm going to have to dock some points, yeah. Why would you ever think about using flesh for the exterior? In terms of material, you've got to have better options if you're already going all this way. That's all for now, okay? But she gives me the essence of the sharpshooter. Range type essence. It looks like every 4th shot will have increased offensive properties, right? I think that's what we use to make the, what was it called? The death in 4x. Okay, so basically it's just giving us that again. Now we can go in here and open this up. We got to get our buff. So which ones do we have now? So we have these two. When below, I cannot read with all the things there. When below 100 HP, gain 50% increased damage. Ooh, that's really good. Wait, hold on. I gotta read that again, because that sounds insane. When below 100 HP, gain 50% increased damage and all attacks burn foes. Additionally, these effects will temporarily ignore the HP threshold for 3 seconds after taking damage. Is that not insane? That sounds really insane. Gain 150 extra max HP and powerful health regeneration. Defense is halved below 200 HP. Ooh, I don't know if that goes necessarily in... I don't think that's necessarily going to work there. Also, 3% chance to take 0 damage from an attack. 25% movement speed. That is just OP. The rest of these are also really good that we had unlocked, but I think we're going to go with that for now because that seems really good. We need to equip our Stellar Nova. Oh, and of course we don't have the thing from defeating the twins. I didn't delete the other character, so I may go grab that real quick. She also wants to talk to us again. And that's all working. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead, close this out. There was one other thing I needed to do there. I'll do that in a second. I have an essence for you, Zenkiki. Looks like it'll become a summon type weapon. Gain strength of grazing danger. Okay, so I think a lot of these are just old ones that we already had, right? Because this makes the, yeah, okay. So I have a feeling these are just going to be popping up throughout our little journey. What I'm going to do real quick is jump out of this character, go grab that, what was it called? Oh, now she's giving me nano machines. If I keep doing this, oh, hey, look who it is. We did that already. Maybe I should just keep talking to her. I forgot about all this. Sister, yeah, we've done all this. That was a fun boss fight, but I just gotta work through all of the lore very slowly. I'm gonna do this, yeah, and then go grab that other essence thing. One of those dialogues gave me this boss summon, but this boss isn't until like post-golem. I don't know if I had that before, because we also got an update to the stars above when I logged in today, so who really knows? Yeah, let's head over to the jungle, and I'm gonna attempt to find some moon glow real quick, and hopefully we're able to make some spelunker potions, which then will allow us to gain some additional health, because well, we're gonna need it. And then I also went over to that old character and forgot that I got rid of the spatial disc on them. And did I want to go back and forth and put this spatial disc on there? I don't know. I don't know what kind of effect that would have, if it would break it or not. So I'm just kind of being more cautious than anything, I guess. Spatial disc wants to talk to me again. I think I'm just going to wait a moment, because it's going to want to talk to me a lot. It's just going to keep happening, isn't it? Man, the hallowed repeater, though, so freaking good. Loving it. I don't know if I'm going to find any other moon glow, like right here. I think maybe it's possible that just the one moon glow making that potion for me will kind of do the trick. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, there's a couple. All right, perfect. Cool. Oh, it's funny. She's talking about, I think, the hallowed? Not sure. All right, let's dump this in there and make us a spelunker. There we go. Much better. 1, 2, 3. Probably only gonna need one of them, but that'll do. All right, let's go look for heart crystals. And actually, where I'm gonna do that is over in the snow biome. I kept trying to say snow pylon because I read it. See, I'm telling you, I'm so tired. I'm gonna talk about Busch Gardens in a moment, but man, just like we drove down on Thursday night, got a hotel. So basically we drove down there to sleep. We've decided now that when we do this in the future, we're just gonna drive down and drive back in the same day. I know it sucks to have to do that after a long day, making that long day longer, but I think overall it's a bit better of an idea. You end up, well, saving money on a hotel. In this case, we used like our points that we just automatically generate using our credit card to get it. But man, just the thing about driving down on Thursday night and then staying, it just felt bad. It's like, we just need to basically drive down and go to the park whatever day we decide to do that. Anyway, so we did that, and then on Friday we got up early, ate breakfast at our hotel, which I guess is a nice perk of that. Ooh, let's get rid of that trap. And then went straight into the park as soon as it opened. Had a full 11 hours at Busch Gardens, and then I drove home. Got back home around 12:20, which is not too bad. You know, the kids slept all the way home. Traffic was only bad at a point where we were on like the highway with a, like 3-lane highway. But it was a lot of fun. It was a good trip. I think the biggest success of it is that we managed to get our, there's a heart crystal. That's all I'm looking for is heart crystals. And I guess chests too, because the chests will allow us to potentially get ice skates, which we need. But I think I've opened most of these ones here that we're finding. Anyways, we managed to get our 11-year-old to finally go on a real roller coaster. He was the chicken. His younger sister, the middle of those three, is the adventurous one. That's like all down for doing roller coasters and whatnot. But unfortunately, she's a couple inches shorter than him, so she doesn't get to go on all the rides that she wants to, right? Well, we had given him an ultimatum, which was essentially, hey, you're either going to go on a roller coaster this time, or next time we're leaving you at my dad's house and he can watch you. And we'll leave our toddler there with you too, so that way you can help watch her. And is that a mimic? I think that's a mimic. Yeah, buddy. I like getting the mimics. We need stuff from them still. So he kind of had, oh my goodness, I can't believe I died to that. He had that in the back of his head that he needed to at least attempt to go on an actual roller coaster, especially at a park that is pretty much populated by roller coasters, and kind of get over that fear. Which, you know, I get it if he's just not someone who is ever going to really enjoy roller coasters. Plenty of people like that. Nothing wrong with that. You know, what is wrong with it is not even trying it. That's the problem. Is he was getting in his own head about trying it to begin with, and was letting fear take over, right? So we finally got it on him that he should try it, and that's what led to the ultimatum. And then finally, yeah, we got there. And there's a... Have I gone into this one? I bet you I have, but I just want to double check. Yeah, I definitely have. Basically, there's like this... I want to call it a kid's roller coaster, but it's not like a big roller coaster. It's called the Cobra's Curse. It like has these two... On the train that you're on, it's got these like two cars, and they spin around. The first third of the ride, you're going forward. The second third of the ride, it takes you backwards, and the final third, it's free flowing, and the cars spin, which sounds like either very discombobulating or like it's gonna make you sick. And none of those are true, actually. It works out really well. It's a lot of fun. But it is not like a huge roller coaster. So we convinced him to go on that, which all of the kids could ride, obviously minus the toddler. And the other two, his two younger sisters, had been riding the last time we went to Busch Gardens last year. They loved it, and they kept trying to get him to go on it. He just would not because of that like crippling fear. Well, he went on it, and he was like, actually, I really liked that. That was fun. And we're like, right, okay. So now you've got a taste of it. Now you can kind of try something a little bit more exciting, right? You see where we're going with this. And then the other roller coaster that I knew he would like, because it's just kind of a fun ride, but not necessarily would think that he would want to go on. He would chicken out. Is one called like Cheetah Hunt, and it's a launch coaster. It launches you forward at a huge amount of speed, and it's got really good flow. This ride does, and it's got, you know, fairly significant drop, but it's not your typical roller coaster where it's like the anxiety is building up because you're very slowly headed up a hill before the inertia drops you off, right? So I was sitting in line with him, and he started waffling. It was me, him, and his younger sister, which is only a couple years older than him, but not the youngest of them all, of those three. And he started waffling. He was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. It looks really scary. It's you know, he's doing the normal, about to chicken out of it. And we've been through this with him before, and it's not something I was going to deal with. So I already knew that if he was going to waffle too much on it, what would happen was he would eventually psych himself out of it and decide he didn't want to go on it. And when we got to actually getting on the ride, because I'm not going to just let him walk backwards through the line, it's really hard to do that. I figured he would just go through, you know, like where you get on the ride and get on the other side and then wait for us. And that's exactly what happens. He freaks out right before getting on the ride, decides he doesn't want to do it, gets to the other side where you exit on, and then just like you see him struggling like a bunch. He's really struggling, and then eventually something just kind of like snaps in him and decides that he's gonna do it. Not that he wants to do it. In fact, what he was saying is that I was forcing him to do it, and I really wasn't. Like, he had this full choice whether or not he wanted to do it or not. But, you know, if that was the justification he needed in his head to try and go on it, like, I wasn't going to stop that. So he goes to get back on, and after a moment of the ride workers kind of helping him through the process of trying to actually, because he started to get back on, then he started to get back off, you know. They got him on the ride and got him buckled in. I was like, it's done now. Like, you're not getting off. And at first he was really scared, but in line he was asking me like, oh, how big is the drop? I was like, it's smaller than the ride that you just went on. Like, it's the drop is not the problem here. I think when you go on it, you'll see what I mean. You'll really enjoy it. I was totally lying to him. Because I knew if he would go on it, he would like it. And sure enough, that was exactly what the case was. He ended up loving it. And I was really proud of him. So yeah, that was our biggest win, is finally getting him to go on something fun. And there were a couple other roller coasters that he could have gone on all the roller coasters there. But there was a couple more that he had interest in and never ended up going on. So he went on those two specific roller coasters, which is totally fine because it's a huge improvement. And all that to say, we feel like we found a win here, and it's possible he'll go on more. So that's like our Busch Gardens journey summarized in a fairly wordy way, but we're really proud of him for actually getting on a roller coaster. I want to know if you're one of those people. Are you a person who hates roller coasters? Let me know, because I'm really interested in the reasoning why, because it's always different for everybody, right? It's never the same. It's always different, whether it be the falls or the feeling of falling or the feeling of weightlessness. A lot of people don't like. It's something new for everybody. For me, honestly, I love roller coasters, but I'm afraid of heights. So when I go on a roller coaster that's like really high up, and it takes a while before like the ride technically starts and you start the falling process, it freaks me out. But I still go on them because I know that is such a small part of the ride. In fact, one of the ones I rode there is like the She-Cry, I think is what it's called. Same thing, same idea. Super high up in the air, and it takes a while to get over to the drop. So you just have a moment of looking around, realizing how high up you are, and I don't like that. Rides that focus on the height, that are about the height, like drop towers, or they have like a new one at Busch Gardens, which is just a giant swing, and it goes up really high, and it's like the highest of its type. That's another thing. I'm good. In fact, actually, the one that I talked about in the previous episode, I think it was the previous episode, of the ride that just terrified the life out of me, which was the Iron Gwazi, the highest, or the tallest, steepest, and fastest hybrid coaster in the world that I had rode last year at Busch Gardens. Decided, nah, not for me. I was gonna ride it again, but I'm gonna put a picture right here on the screen for you guys to show you what this drop looks like, because it looks like it shouldn't work. Structurally looking at it, it's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, it's I would say if I rode it again, I'd probably go, oh, that was fun, but it was just such a rough roller coaster that I think that's what kind of killed it for me. And then when you get up to the point that it's at, how high it is, it's also fairly creepy. Well, that made me jump, and I had just popped another Spelunker potion, which was my last one. I only need one more before I'm at max health, so I think what I'm gonna do is probably just swap over to nighttime here, rest in the bed, wait till nighttime, and then try the boss. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot for this particular boss fight. Like, let's get rid of these arrows. I've got the Hallowed Repeater, which is just so good. I can make other Hallowed stuff, right? I think I can make one other piece here. I can make either the pants or a helm, which is a tough one. Maybe I just make the pants and get those done with, because then the chest piece is the next most expensive thing. Am I going to be able to get all three pieces from killing two of the bosses? Probably not. But yeah, I'm kind of in a weird spot with it where I feel like I could just wait, or I could craft it now. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter all too much. Let's go ahead and deposit this stuff and then wait until nighttime. Okay, let's see here. Do I have to dump anything else in there? Nope. I think we should be able to do this fairly okay then. Oh crap, we gotta get up to my platform if I can. I just don't have any height. Can't quite do it. There we go. Okay, perfect. I kind of wish I had another platform. What I might do actually is just head over here to the right side of my houses. Kind of hope that that works. Also, I'm realizing that I don't have any health regen. Is that from... I'm actually really curious if that was from one of the I don't remember what it's called, the buffs that I have or not. I think it might be actually where I just lose all my health regen. All right, that's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna use the hallowed repeater. I think overall this is just gonna be a way better weapon. And if I really wanted to, re-rolling it probably would be the best way to handle this boss fight. I tend to not have many issues anymore with Skeletron Prime. I think I used to a while ago, but it tends to be the easier of the 3 bosses on modded for me. I've noticed, at least the last few modded playthroughs I've done through, it's been the easiest. Where normally I would say in vanilla it's the destroyer, because I get the Daedalus Stormbow, just destroy the boss. I think the destroyer is, yeah, significantly easier in a lot of ways. The twins, they can go either way. It really depends on the mod. I think Calamity and Fargo's, I think those particular mods made what made the twins and the destroyer really tough. But yeah, Skeletron Prime is, yeah, it's just been easier lately for me than the other two. Which is kind of weird, because I think when I first ever killed these particular bosses, the mechanical bosses, I feel like the easiest one was, yeah, the destroyer, and the hardest one was Skeletron Prime. Let's see if we can hit that. We got a couple hits there. I'm not really looking to kill the hands. It's not necessary for us. Our damage is high enough that we can just go straight for the head. Though, it is a happy little thing when you are able to kill the hands. They just get out of your way. Makes that last part of the fight a lot easier. However, totally unnecessary, I think. What I would do, though, that was close, is I would switch to some kind of like piercing weapon if I was gonna do it that way. I think whips are pretty good for that if you're playing summoner. But it's hard because it's like, what whip are you gonna use? Except what was it, the firecracker? Or what's that frost one? I don't remember the name of the frost one. Cool Whip? Is that what it is? I think that might be what it is, because I think it's supposed to be a Family Guy joke. Those are pretty good for this. I suppose most melee weapons would be if they have any kind of like large piercing projectile, because you're not true meleeing Skeletron Prime. That's just not really going to happen all that well. That's why I say whips. I think whips are like really good for this fight if you want to kill the arms. Or actually, honestly,
I'm not about to stop.
Another good potential option here would be magic weapons. I think magic weapons have a lot of pierce on them, at least in my experience. We're almost done with this fight. I'm looking forward to being done with this one. Also, I never went back and got the upgrade on our thing. I figure I could just refight the twins and potentially do it that way. I'll probably end up refighting them just to get that buff. I don't exactly remember what it did. It had something to do with like stunning, right? Like you stun the first person hit with your Stellar Nova. Which, unless that works on bosses, it's not that great because I'm not using it to like clear stuff. Okay, there's Skeletron dead. Oh my goodness. Get off of me, zombies. By heads. Let's go back. What did we get? We got the relic. I told you this was going to end up next to this one until we build another little tower here. Maybe I extend this one up one more. We'll see. We got the robotic skull though, which actually is a perfect upgrade on our possessed skull. I could not have planned that more. Skull or the Souls of Fright, which aren't going to make us anything. They're just what they are. I mean, the flamethrower is a cool weapon, but it's just not good. We have this weapon here, but we need a broken hero sword for that. That's not going to happen. There's the blood blade, which sounds cool. And manifestation. Again, broken hero blade. Okay, that's cool. I should be able to make the chest piece now. Let's check. Yep. But no helm. So it's really not worth using the adamantite's working for us at the moment. We'll dump this stuff in. And then, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I need to talk to her. I have quite the unique essence for you. It looks to be a chainsaw imbued with the strength of a dog god, or so it seems. Whatever it may be, it should prove useful to you. So, is this one of the old ones? No, this is for, no, maybe this is an old one. Ah, it is. Okay, so let's go through all these. She was saying that she has so much stuff for us. Creation of a melee weapon. Yeah. Magic type weapon. Oh, I'm remembering this one. The style. Yep. Used to craft and upgrade Death and 4 Axe. Yeah, we had that one. Based around music. Yeah, we had that one. And now we're caught up. And that takes care of Skeletron Prime. It certainly looked the part if you're a total edgelord. If you took offense, I apologize. You can be as edgy as you want. Anyways, that's all for now. All right, let's get this one. A melee essence here. With its strength, you can create a multifaceted weapon that swaps its arsenal instantly in combat. Okay, this one is ranged and magic. This is the one that's for our pistol that we have. This one, I believe I had before too. Oh no, I haven't seen this one yet. Or no, maybe I have. Pearlwood sword. I think I vaguely remember this. Let me know if I haven't seen that one yet. I'm gonna put that one here because I don't remember. This makes that pistol. And this makes a melee thing. Railgunner. Interesting. So this has different damage modes on it. This is the essence of blasting. Man, he's just giving us so much stuff. Or she is, rather. Force of nature. Right. This is the... I remember looking at this one a bunch of episodes ago. Actually, it may not have even made it into the cut now that I think about it. Fires a high amounts of bullets in a wide spread, so it's a shotgun. Landing on a foe grants swiftness for 4 seconds. Right click to fire a blasting charge to launch yourself in the opposite direction. Okay. Man, she's just got so much stuff for us. This one is a summon type weapon. And is that all? Are you good for now? I think she's good for now. This one requires, well, a bunch of stuff we already have, but it's a summon weapon. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this essence and this one because I want to make that weapon, but I think I'm going to dump all the rest of them. Most of them I already had in there. I've already used that one and the aerial ace one. Right, we're going to go ahead and drop that one in there too. Did I pick up more potions? Oh, you know what? I think I had... Yeah, I had these greater healing potions that I put in there. I didn't mean to. I wanted to have them. Cool. Next episode, Destroyer? Queen Slime? Not entirely sure yet.